स्टूडेंट्स हाउ आर यू। अरे जब से हमने लॉन्च किया है फुल फिजिक्स मास्टरी 2025 का स्केड्यूल, we have been getting so many questions, and the most recent one and most frequently asked in past 24 hours was, सर सिलेबस क्या है, कौन सा बोर्ड पढ़ाओगे, क्या पढ़ाओगे? So I thought about making a few 15 minutes video, few minutes of video, not few 15 minutes video, a slip of tongue over there, and tell you in detail about, in depth about what we are going to cover. So first of all, my name is Bhavdeep Sethi. I am a physics teacher who converts physics haters into physics lovers. And I always say never memorize physics. Physics को रट्टा मारोगे तो physics बुरा मान जाएगी. Now, what is this full physics mastery course? In one line, it is going to give you complete coverage of 11th and 12th ka physics. The full physics of 11th and 12th in 15 to 16 months, you're going to cover everything of 11th and 12th grade. And conceptually is the key there. No memorization, no rectification. Now, I'll go in depth about the syllabus, but very quickly, what is all this course about? So it's divided into 5 modules. First 3 modules will cover the 11th syllabus. Fourth and fifth will cover 12th syllabus. Now, the duration of each class is going to be 75 minutes and 18 to 25 number of sessions, but roughly the hours will vary from 27 to 40 because we conduct so many live classes and classes extend in duration and a lot of things happen. So roughly 27 to 40 hours in each module of live classes minimum. That's minimum. We'll go more than that. You will get an assignment after each class, and then there is a test that is conducted on alternate Sundays. The classes will start on 1st of July this year and go until October. Not October, actually, it should be November because November is when NSEP exam will be conducted. So we'll be there till the end of it, till the day of the exam. Now, the journey of NSEP goes like NSEP, then Indian Physics Olympiad, then International Physics Olympiad, and I have made many videos about what the camps are in between. So, to see those videos, the agenda today is talk about the syllabus of this. So, coming directly into what we have to discuss today. So, this one is divided into 5 modules. I think I'll remove this here. It's distracting me. Yeah. So total 5 modules, as you can see here. So module, month, number of sessions, and chapters covered. So physics, NSEP Mechanics 1. The first module is going to be about mechanics, which is going to be mathematical tools. That's basically we are going to cover vectors and trigonometries here. Now, calculus is the third thing that we have to cover, but we are going to cover calculus in these chapters. So we'll use calculus. And by the way, there's a calculus summer camp coming up on Monday. You can see the details in the link below, but I'll talk about it also. But here in mathematical tools, we'll cover vectors and trigonometry. Then we go on to motion in a straight line, where it's a one-dimension motion. So you throw the pen up, it comes down. This is one dimension. But if I throw the pen in an oblique angle, that's a motion in a plane. So we go on to 2 dimensions after that. So javelin throw, cricket ball, tennis ball, all those are 2-dimensional motion. We are going to analyze those. Then we go on to study the relative motion, where the bodies, two bodies, the relative motion between them. By the way, motion is always relative. So yeah. Then we study the laws of motion. Now, one thing that bothers me is many students can narrate these laws of motion. If you ask them, they are going to give perfect, perfect definitions of all three laws of motion. But when you talk to them about the usage of them, surprisingly, they don't understand it. It's more like parrots. I'm sorry for using those words, but that's what happens in most of the cases. In many schools, they make you memorize those three definitions of the laws of motion, but the usage, the actual usage is not taught. So we are going to look at how to use these laws of motion. Then we go on to friction. Friction is something you've already studied in your 8th grade, that it is the tendency to oppose the relative motion and all that, but that was qualitative study. Here we'll do the quantitative study, as in we'll see how many newtons of friction force. Friction is after all a force. So there has to be certain newtons to that. So that's what we are going to talk about. So that completes our first module. Then we start with the second module, which is a little longer. We start with work energy power that you study in 9th grade at this level, but then you take it to a higher level in 11th grade. That's what we'll study here. We'll start then go on to circular motion, where things are moving in a circle. And this is one thing that again bothers me. If you open the 9th grade textbook, you see a little paragraph about centrifugal force. Now, I don't know why that paragraph is there because it confuses 99.9999999% of students. Any student of ninth grade you ask, they say, oh, centrifugal force comes from action reaction pair, sir, so that it balances out and all that. No, that's not right. And I really would have advised NCRT and CBSE to not have included that paragraph. Why are you trying to confuse the students? If there is not enough time to talk about some topic, don't give half knowledge. It's not even half, it's 1,000th of a knowledge. So this is a centrifugal force is actually a fictitious force. It's not actually a force. So those are the things we talk about here. Then we talk about center of mass, momentum, collision. Collision is when you play carom, those coins collide, or snooker, or you catch a ball. That's all collision. But center of mass. See, Newton gave his universal law of gravitation. Newton says any two objects will attract each other with a force of g m1 m2 by d square. And Coulomb says a very similar thing. But then they say, wait. And again, Newton says F equals ma. That applies to any situation. But then he again says, wait. You can use these for any two objects, provided a big condition there, provided that these objects are point objects. What is a point object? It should be the size of a point, as in dimensionless. But I don't have any dimensionless objects around me. I have all the bodies which are bigger than dimensionless. So then Newton says, no, you can't use my laws. So then what do I do? Because without using Newton laws, I can't do anything. They are the basic things that you need to analyze anything. And that is where the concept of center of mass comes in. We'll see how we can reduce an object to size of a point. It's very interesting concept. Then rotational motion. You talk to your seniors, most of them will say rotational motion. Oh ho, वो तो सबसे मुश्किल है भाई. The fact is, rotational motion is one of the easy chapters. The fact is that it is taught in such a way that it becomes difficult. And the fact is that we are going to study here in this module in a very simplified way. Then we go on to study gravitation, where in ninth grade you study a little, but then in 11th grade you study about satellites and at a particular orbit. What will be the speed of the satellite? How long will it take to go around one full circle? Or maybe I take this pen and I throw it, it comes back. I throw it faster, it goes higher, comes back. But then I throw it with certain velocity that it never returns. That is called escape velocity. We'll study that in gravitation. Then we move on to module 3. Module 3 again is called mechanics 3. Again, these are all technically mechanics. So mechanical properties of solids, as in elasticity. You take a spring, you stretch it, how much force is required, how much work have you done? Fluid mechanics. This is where we are going to talk about the flow of the liquids. We'll talk about Bernoulli's equation, where we'll see how the airplane flies. Many things. I mean, very. When you open a water tap, why does that stream of water get thinner and thinner? So those are the things that we study here. Then we go on to thermal engineering. Thermal engineering is when you heat objects, the heat flows and all those things. Thermodynamics. Again, see, again, if you ask many students, they can narrate the three laws. They can tell you the zeroth law, first law, second law of thermodynamics. But what are these? Do you really understand conceptually? Do you understand how to use them? Do you understand the most fundamental law in nature is the second law of thermodynamics? So those are the things we are going to talk about. Now, coming to next two topics, again, it really hurts me with the fact that most of the schools don't teach this. So what this says, अरे ये तो easy है, खुद कर लेना. उसका reason ये होता है कि JEE exam starts happens in January, right? Of next year, so next year. So when 11th grade is ending, most of the schools saying, okay, let's skip this and start 12th portion so that we can complete everything by November, December, and then students will have time to revise. So they say, अरे ये तो easy है, कर लेना. अब प्रॉब्लम ये है कब कर लेना भाई, जब स्टूडेंट ऑलरेडी 12th का पढ़ रहा है, वो बैकलॉग थोड़ी करेगा अपना. तो ये चैप्टर्स रह जाते हैं और वो हर्ट करते हैं JEE एग्जाम में. बट बिफोर दैट ऑल्सो आई टेल यू वेयर दे हर्ट. सो दीज आर द टॉपिक्स वील स्टडी. सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन, लाइक पेंडुलम है, ऑसिलेट कर रहा है. स्प्रिंग में मास किया, वो ऑसिलेट कर रहा है. एक लकड़ी का टुकड़ा ले लो, पानी में रख दो, नीचे पुश करो, ऑसिलेशन स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. दोज आर द थिंग्स. देन वी स्टडी वेव्स and see how these two chapters actually go hand in hand. That completed our 11th portion. Now we'll go on to the 12th portion. So 12th portion starts with electromagnetism. We study electrostatics where we study the Coulomb's law. Then we go on to study Gauss law, electric flux, then capacitor. Capacitor is very interesting thing. And then again capacitor, many times teachers teach like formula याद कर लो, वो कर लो. नहीं. Capacitor is पानी की टंकी. अगर आप पानी की टंकी समझते हो आप कैपेसिटर समझते हो. मैं आपको जब पढ़ाऊंगा पानी की टंकी से लेके पढ़ाऊंगा. एंड आई एम नॉट किडिंग. कैपेसिटर इज जस्ट पानी की टंकी. जैसे पानी की टंकी में आप पानी स्टोर कर लेते हो एट ए हाइट वेयर इट इज हाइट हैज पोटेंशियल एनर्जी कन्वर्टिंग टू काइनेटिक. सेम गोज ऑन हियर. इधर पानी की जगह इलेक्ट्रॉन्स भरते जाओगे and it will have electrostatic potential energy, and then you release it starts running as in kinetic energy. It's very interesting topic. Then current electricity is when the current flows. You studied in 10th, but then in 12th you study complicated circuits and you simplify using the Kirchhoff laws. Then magnetic effects of current. So magnetic effects of current, part of it you study in 10th, but then at a higher level quantify कर रहे हैं अभी यहाँ. जैसे 10th में आपने पढ़ा solenoid, and then you say solenoid current ज्यादा किया तो field ज्यादा हो गया, पर कितना हो गया, है ना. So you study qualitatively in 10th. Now we will quantify here. We'll say कि कितना है field, कितना है, measure करते हैं, क्या formula है, क्यों है. Then magnetism and matter is all about something that has been deleted by CBSE. Now you should remember in our course we don't look at क्या delete किया नहीं किया. हम सब पढ़ेंगे क्योंकि सब कुछ जरूरी है. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन सीबीएसई ने कहा भाई 10th से हटा दो जनरेटर. क्यों हटा दो यार, हम इसको डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, बिल्कुल 12th के लेवल का पढ़ेंगे यहाँ पर. तो that completes fourth module. Then we go on to study alternating current. Now alternating current is what you get in your houses. Now we studied trigonometry in mathematical tools, right? Remember we studied mathematical tools. That thing will come here. So like trigonometry is not about triangles only. It is used heavily in this. It's a sine wave after all. Now, if you have not studied this chapter here, simple harmonic motion, ये alternating current मुश्किल हो जाएगा. Now, कहने को हो सकता है यार ये 11th का मैकेनिक्स का ये कहाँ रिलेशन है. अरे रिलेशन है यार. And that's why I say removing or deleting portions by CBSE is not a good idea. Then we study ray optics जहाँ पर हम लेंस फॉर्मूला, मिरर फॉर्मूला, लेकिन then we also study the lens makers formula. चश्मे का नंबर बनाना है भाई, 2 डायोप्टर का कैसे बनाओ, कितने कर्वेचर का बनाओ. So those are the things that we study here. Human eye and optical instrument, CBSE ने कहा हटा दो, हमने कहा नहीं हटाएंगे. Wave optics is where you study the phenomena of light, where ray optics is not able to explain. Interference of light, diffraction of light, polarization, scattering of light. So those are the things that we study in wave optics. Then we move on to, wow, my favorite, modern physics. So hydrogen लिया, helium बन गया, energy release हो गई. ये तो करता सन पूरा दिन. What does sun do? Sun takes hydrogen, helium बन गया, energy release हो गई. But then energy cannot be created. So ये हो क्या रहा भाई? So now this is the problem. We study law of conservation of mass in chemistry. है ना, पढ़ते हो chemical reactions में the mass is conserved. Then you study law of conservation of energy in physics. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. सब गलत है, सब झूठ है. There is nothing like that. It is actually the law of conservation of energy mass. Energy और mass एक ही चीज है, उनका total sum नहीं change हो सकता. And this is what Einstein and other people working around him, not with under him, but independently, they came up with this idea that E equals mc square is what we will study here. The world's most famous equation, the world's least understood equation. I'm telling you, most of the students and teacher misinterpret E is equal to mc square. वो बोलते मास कन्वर्ट एनर्जी. अरे नहीं, मैं समझाऊंगा. इट्स जस्ट ए कन्वर्जन ऑफ यूनिट. एनर्जी एंड मास आर वन एंड द सेम थिंग. सो वी विल सी लाइक एक हाइड्रोजन का कुछ मास है, दूसरे का कुछ मास है, कंबाइन किया तो हीलियम का मास इन दोनों के मास के बराबर नहीं है, कम हो चुका है. और वो जो कम हो चुका है वही एनर्जी बदल रहा है. आई मीन वील सी ऑल दोस थिंग्स ओवर देयर. We'll see the hydrogen lines, very a lot of things. Then we come on to the last thing, which is semiconductors. ये जो सब है हमारे आसपास सेमीकंडक्टर्स ही तो है. अगर सेमीकंडक्टर नहीं होता मेरी क्लास कैसे देख रहे होते. अगर सेमीकंडक्टर नहीं होता, लाइट बल्ब भी नहीं होता, उस बेसिक बात पे जाओ, घड़ी नहीं होती, कैलकुलेटर नहीं होता, कंप्यूटर नहीं होता, कैमरा नहीं होता. आई एम टेलिंग यू एवरीथिंग अराउंड यू इज सेमीकंडक्टर. This is again one of my favorite topics. So this is our full syllabus right here. So one of the another question that I would like to quickly cover here, क्योंकि ये question बहुत आता है और इसको मैं बार बार बता चुका हूँ टेलीग्राम में कि many students are asking me, is there any prerequisite to this course? So there are three of them. One is willingness to learn, then commitment to hard work and जोश. देखिए, हो सकता है आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स अभी वीक हैं, आपको नहीं ज्यादा आता है, कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ता है यार. अगर आप में कमिटमेंट है टू वर्क हार्ड एंड जोश है, आ जाओ, मैं सिखाऊंगा, आप सीखने वाले तो बनो. सिमिलरली हो सकता है कि आपके कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत स्ट्रांग है, बट आप बोलो मैं हार्ड वर्क नहीं कर सकता, तो फिर फायदा नहीं है ना. सो द थ्री थिंग्स दैट आर रिक्वायर्ड आर willingness to learn, commitment to hard work, and josh. If you have all these three, welcome to the class. If one of them is missing, then beta you will find challenging in the class. I would like to be very honest here. तो अगेन डजंट मैटर आप अभी कहां पर हो, आप सीखने वाले बनो, मैं सिखाऊंगा. सो मॉड्यूल 1 विच इज स्टार्टिंग, सो उसके थोड़ा डिटेल्स कि मंडे वेंसडे को क्लास होगी. जुलाई 1st इज अ मंडे, दैट्स व्हेन वी स्टार्ट द कोर्स, एंड द क्लासेस विल हैपन फ्रॉम 4:30 to 5:45, एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस whenever needed. Now test will happen alternate Sunday, but this is very important. Right now there is an offer going on. So we have 5 modules, as I said. All the modules are priced at 2,500 each. But there is a discount going on only till Sunday, 16th of June को Sunday जो है, उस रात तक ये डिस्काउंट ऑफर है. उसके बाद प्राइस विल रिवाइज टू 2,500. सो मंडे 17 तारीख से प्राइस 2,500 हो जाएगा. इफ यू वांट टू टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस, एनरोल नाउ. सो 2,000 का है, but then again you can apply a coupon here. So let me write here. So BS Pro 1, BS Pro 1. This is the coupon code. If you apply here, you get 10% discount. So 2,000 का 10% off करके 1,800 rupees में आ रहा है आपका. But then again, this is only for this week. Next week से 2,500 है, लेकिन ये कूपन चलेगा. कूपन तो फिर भी चलेगा, फिर आप 2,500 में भी ये कूपन लगा सकते हो, है ना. सो या, सो इफ यू वांट टू टेस्ट ड्राइव वेदांतो ओलंपियाड स्कूल, क्योंकि हो सकता है आप इतने बड़े कमिटमेंट के लिए अभी तैयार नहीं हो, तो आप उसके लिए ये फ्री समर कैंप कर सकते हो. दिस इज कंप्लीटली फ्री, देयर इज नो कैच ऑन दिस. सो इट इज अ 4 क्लासेस, ईच क्लास इज 75 मिनट्स, 4:30 से 5:45. सो 5 आवर्स की क्लासेस में आपको डिफरेंशिएशन, इंटीग्रेशन एंड एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ इट. Now this is the problem with our education system. They teach. They don't show you how to use it. But here we'll see the applications in daily life. You will love this class. And once you take these classes, you will know how the Olympiad study goes on. And then you can take a bigger decision कि भाई आपको long term batch में आना है कि नहीं. So मैं फिर से recap कर दूं. दो बातें हो रही है यहाँ पर. एक तो ये फ्री समर कैंप है 4 दिन का, इसकी कोई फीस नहीं है, नीचे लिंक है, आप क्लिक कर दीजिए. दूसरी हम बात करते हैं फुल फिजिक्स मास्टरी कोर्स, विच इज 16 मंथ्स ऑफ कोर्स. जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर, 16 नहीं 17 मंथ्स ही लगा लो, 16-17 मंथ्स, क्योंकि नवंबर तक जाएगा ना वो. तो बेसिकली 16-17 मंथ्स का कोर्स है, विच इज द पेड कोर्स ऑफ 2,500 ईच मॉड्यूल. But first module introductory price 2,000 रुपए, with coupon code you get extra discount, you get it for 1,800 rupees. So you decide. Now Dhruv is one of the students who started his journey here and got gold medal in International Physics Olympiad. Aditi and Avnish got silver medal in Chemistry Olympiads International. And as we speak, 4 students are participating at international stage from Vedantu. And a news came just now, like just now, yesterday. So ISI All India Rank 1. So ISI results got declared, and our student Arnab Sanyal, All India Rank 1. It's a proud moment for us. Good job, Arnab. And it's really a proud moment. And not just that, Shaunak got 4th rank. I don't have his picture, but again, proud of you, proud of you. So I'll see you in the classes, my dear students. Enroll in the summer camp. It's free. There's nothing to lose, and keep up the high josh. I'll see you soon.